I think that means that we're actually live, believe it or not. So if we're live, spam the chat. If we're not live, still spam the chat. If you're feeling quiet today, spam the chat. If you don't want to spam the chat, spam the chat. Anyway, you guys see the title. You know what we're doing today. We're doing pre-episodial stuff. So whenever I have an idea for a mod and I want to start working on the mod, I usually go into a document like this and write out all the ideas I have with everything that I kind of want in the mod. Of course, everything is at this point very subject to change. You notice how I titled this episode -1 or pre-episode. That's because I'm also going to have an pre-episode 0 before we get into the first episode of the space update mod. So I took a poll. I'm going to show you guys the poll because it's very, you guys were excited about this. So your channel community, here we go. So right here, so you guys can see I took a poll, right? Season 4 of MCreator, and space had 83% for the topic. So that's insane. Caves had 11, more real survival had 6. There was 18 voters in this. And 83% of you guys said that that's what you wanted. You wanted it to be space. So I can't deny an 83% vote. I can't be like, screw that. Crap, you can hear me. I can't be like, screw that. Screw you guys. We're not doing that because, I don't know. I thought it would have been cool to have a cave update, another one, because I think cave biomes would be really cool. Anyway, yeah, so let's get right on into this. We're currently streaming. Yeah, we're gooching. All right, so here's my idea so far. So it's a space update, but here's the thing. In order to kind of keep the feel of Minecraft, you know what I'm saying? You can't just like add in a rocket ship and just shoot to space, because that just kind of takes the idea of Minecraft and just throws it all out the window. Because right now Minecraft's got like a very, I don't even know how to describe it, very block-based game. It's very kind of like simplistic, nothing too complicated. So I'm trying to keep the feel of that while also adding in a dynamic of space, which is super hard to do. Because if you think about it, if you just throw in a rocket, it's not going to feel like Minecraft anymore. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm clearly playing a mod here. So I need to get a different idea, which I'm still not even completely content with the makeshift idea I have. But hang on a second. I'm getting urgent messages. So, again, you don't want to like break the feel of Minecraft. So my current idea is a little shaky with how this is going to work, but these idea of the planets I think are pretty decent. Because if I add too many new blocks, again, it'll still feel like it's a mod. Like, I even kind of sometimes feel like in the 1.17 update, I'm playing through it a little bit, I feel like it kind of feels like a mod, because it adds in like a couple new stones, like tuff, blackstone, calcite. Like, that's just going to get thrown in my chest. I'm just supposed to be okay with this. So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on with that. I'm trying to keep the feel with this update. So, I don't want to add in too many new blocks, but right here is a list of everything. I also don't really want to add in too many new ores, because at some point, there needs to be a point of having the space mod. Like, what's it going to do? Am I going to add new armor? So I'll probably add 1 or 2 new armor sets, but I also need to make it so like you have to have different armors on to be in each dimension, because again, they're different dimensions. You'll probably die. Or I'll just make it possible to die in the dimension. So like Nether is supposed to be like hell. And so in the Nether, there's lava everywhere, and you're probably going to die because it's a difficult dimension to get around. So I think with a couple of these planets, I can make creative ways to kill you. So Ignis is going to be a lot like the Nether, except it's just going to be very, very hard. It's going to be like an extremely hard Nether. Everything's molten. Stuff like that. Anyway, our first planet idea is Adarus. So it's going to be like a watery planet. It's going to be a planet that's covered in ocean. It's going to contain a couple ores. It won't have iron, copper, or gold though, but it'll contain pretty much everything else. Maybe no emeralds or diamonds either. It'll have a new stone called Aqua Petra. So instead of like, what's it called? Deep stone or regular stone, it's going to be Aqua Petra. That's just what it's called. Which is going to be like a darker, like a moist stone. So like it'll kind of have like a sense of like dripping to it. I'm just going to keep an eye on that chat in case anything's going on. 10 times says yo. You know what I have to say to that? Yo with 4 O's. I crap. So yeah, the planet will have new ores like silver, vanadium, and a crystal kind of like amethyst spawns. It'll be an aqueous crystal, which will be used to make the blocks for the next dimension. So still, again, hashing all these ideas out. This is one of the reasons I'm live streaming, is to get your guys' ideas. So if you guys are watching after this live stream is already over, feel free to use the comment section if you have ideas or anything you want to spit out. I'm very open to ideas that fit the feel of Minecraft. So like if I see an idea about rocket ships or cars or something like that, I'm probably not going to take it. But if it's an idea of like how we're going to attempt to have planets in space, then maybe I'll go for it without rockets, you know? So yeah, Adarus is like a water planet. That's gonna be like a water version of the Nether. It's gonna be pretty difficult. That'll probably be like medium difficulty. If the Nether is considered hard, Adarus is gonna be like medium. You can kind of go there at the same time that you go to the Nether. Like it's the same kind of progressive trait. But the Nether and the End are gonna be like their own kind of thing, and then these three planets are kind of gonna be their own thing. They're all gonna be like linked together. Yeah. The next planet is called Ignis. It kind of sounds like a igneous block, you know, like lava. You get the feel of it. So this planet's going to be like the amplified Nether. It's going to be like the Nether, but like death, pure death. So a couple new things are being added in here. There's two new blocks, which, I forgot to put one down. I think that's what Gabbro is, at least. So planet is fuming with lava. Lava like everywhere. There's very little blocks you can actually walk on. You pretty much have to make something to be able to travel through the lava. It'll be molten peridotite, or peridotite. How the heck you say that? Peridotite, andesite, diorite, granite, obsidian, and gabbro. So it'll be lava and molten peridotite. Those are the only types of molten you'll see on the planet, but they will make up the vast majority of it. You'll also find those other 5 stones just kind of sprinkled throughout, just kind of like the overworld. And the underground is going to be mostly peridotite stone, and the ores contained there are going to be like silver, diamond, emerald, vanadium, cadmium, and fiery crystals. So again, another spot you can get silver, and get some more vanadium there, and you also find the new ore cadmium. So again, I'm putting all these ores in there just so that I can start to use them for armor and stuff like that, or give them some sort of use, some sort of purpose. And then finally, the last planet I have for now, at least, is Actino. So this planet will be like radiated. It'll contain like dollar blocks, like pumice, limestone, calcite, and tuff. So I wanted to kind of throw in some of the blocks that are already in the game a little bit. So this planet's gonna have like a feel of like chemicals. Like there's gonna be like a lot of like radiation going on and stuff like that. Yeah, and so like pumice is another block I gotta add in. Do I have that written down? I do not. Pumice, I don't really remember what the description of that was, but limestone, calcite, and tuff. And then the ores here are gonna be cadmium, gold, and then plutonium and radium. So I'm trying to do something here where I added another armor set called Aetherite, probably. And what that'll be used for is that'll be like the armor that's stronger than netherite. That'll probably be like the final armor in the mod. I'll probably add 3 more armor sets. Just so there's more to do, more stronger things, but that also means I need to add mobs that you can use these on, otherwise it's kind of pointless. Or I can take these and instead of making new armors, I can add in some sort of automation machine with it. That would give all these metals another purpose as well. Machine for automating. Anyway, so right here, so all these ores I kind of don't really know what I'm doing with yet. Anything that I listed up here. These ones are the only ideas I've experimented with a little bit. So if we look down here, with plutonium, where do I have this? So plutonium is going to be used as some sort of energizer, like a catalyzer. I like using that word, but I don't think that means what I want it to mean here. Essentially, it's going to give a lot of energy into something. So what's going to happen is you take like the plutonium dust, you take a fiery crystal and a lump of coal, and you're going to get carbon, just like pure carbon itself. Because the idea is like the fiery crystal is going to take the coal, and inside coal there's organic matter. It's going to burn out all the organic matter, and with the assistance of the plutonium, burn it all out, and then you're left with just carbon. Just carbon. And so then you can take that carbon and make graphene, and the graphene can be a substitute for netherite scraps. And this way, it's easier to get netherite. So now, after you've already done the grind for basic netherite armor, you can use the netherite and turn it into aetherite. So 4 netherite ingots and probably 4 aetherite scraps, or whatever we're going to choose to do with that, is going to make your aetherite ingot. And that's going to be the final armor of the game. And aetherite's just going to upgrade off of silver vanadium. So I think silver... Let's see, what's harder to get? I don't really want cadmium up here. I kind of just want cadmium. Well, vanadium, cadmium. Yeah, that's fine. And then radium here is also going to be in helping with aetherite, I think. But I was going to use radium for something with the netherite. I don't know yet. We still got to work those things out. And so here's my idea for how are we going to get to these planets. Because like I said before, rockets, we're not doing rockets. We don't do rockets here. Rockets are a no-go. We're not going to mess around with rockets. So we need to have, like, Minecraft's already given us a platform that we can kind of justify space in that it shows us the dimensions. You can build a nether portal. You can go to the end. There's dimensions you can go to here. So what I'm going to do is, this is my first idea, to at least get to Adarus. So the goal of this, one of the things I want in the mod is I don't want you to be able to skip to Actino before going to Ignis, for example. I want it to be progressive, so you're going to have to go through Adarus to get to the next planet and then to the next planet. So it'll be like a progression. And then once you get to the last planet, there'll be a boss or something like that. Again, I don't know how to make mobs. I'm very bad at it. You guys have seen that. I'm just atrocious. It's awful. But for each new planet, I'm probably going to need 2 or 3 mobs. So again, if you have ideas or you know how to make mobs, hit me up. Please. My Discord server is in the description. It says solidify a Discord server. Yeah. Alright. So here's what the machine blocks look like so far. So this is my first idea for dimension traveling. I have the solar extractor, which is a machine block that has to be direct sunlight. So the idea is it's collecting the sunlight to give enough energy, and it's going to charge out the blocks surrounding it. So the Aquion dimensional frame can be used here. And you put it in like a end portal kind of configuration. At the middle, you put the solar extractor. And the solar extractor is going to charge the Aquion blocks, and the Aquion blocks are going to summon these Aquion liquid blocks, which are going to just flow in a circle. It's just going to be like a circle of like molten Aquion, and you jump in it, and it'll teleport you to Adarus. So that's my first idea, because again, you can't really... It's hard to make planets in a game where you can't have rocket traveling. Because is it really a planet or is it a dimension? You never really know. So I also... Another idea I just popped in my head. What if we somehow shoot him to space? So we can say, okay, you got to make a dimension to go to space. And in space, you can build the solar extraction machines and stuff like that so that it works better. I could also make it so you can't build a nether portal in... I could call the nether its own planet, but I think the nether's... in my idea of how the Minecraft universe works, is you have the Minecraft, which is the outside world, then there's bedrock, because you can't go above it. But under the bedrock is straight to the nether. That's why the nether's like 1/8 of the size, because the planet's going down and the nether's on the inside. Under the bedrock in the nether is just the other side of the nether, so it just goes kind of straight through. There's probably like molten lava and stuff. And then the end is the moon. Or like an asteroid belt somewhere around there. That's my idea of it. Anyway, so we could just say that nether portals can be made, but the end portal... The end portal is something. I'm not even going to tamper with that. But in order to make these 3 portals, you have to be in space. Or like in the end even. I could make it so that the end has to be the structure to where you have to be first. It'll kind of be like the... what mod was that? Was it the Chaos mod I did that? I think it was, with the end portal, where I used that to make the other portals. I could do that same kind of idea, but there's no sunlight there, so I couldn't use the solar extractor, so I might have to change the idea. anyway, here's the ideas I have. The goal of this live stream was just to present this to you guys to know what other ideas you guys have. 87% of you said, hey, make a space mod. So this is to all you guys who voted for this. What should be in it? What should it contain? What should the point be? If I'm adding new ores and stuff like that, what should those ores go to do? I could make more armors. I could use those ores to make automation blocks to make the game just more automative. Or I could use the ores for something completely different. Maybe like more building blocks. So there's a couple different routes I could take with this. Maybe more decoration blocks. So what do you guys want? Like, how should we do this? Do you guys like the idea I have here where you build maybe like a TNT cannon to shoot yourself into space, and once you get to the space dimension, if you have the right armor on, like another right armor I'm assuming, then you'll be able to breathe up there, and then you can build the portal up there to go to your first planet being Adarus. Do you guys like that? So you go to space using a TNT cannon. In space, you build a portal to Adarus, and then that's how you get there. I think this idea is most plausible because it escapes the realm of rockets. I mean, space is still there. You can I might be able to make it so you can see the Minecraft world outside. I still have to experiment with that. But these are the ideas I have so far. I need expanding on. If you guys see something on the sheet that I didn't go over much, you guys can feel free to expand on that yourself. And let me know in the comments below. Or if you're watching the live stream right now, let me know in the chat. I'll be live for probably another 2 or 3 more minutes. Then I might live stream something else a little later in the day. I should mention, though, that I am going to be working this week, so I will not have time for YouTube, as I'm acting as if I did a ton of videos in the last month, 2 months, which I haven't. So maybe being on a schedule will help me upload more, hopefully. So yeah, I plan on streaming the Minecraft server later. It's a private server I have with a couple of friends. Pretty fun to play on. That's why I want to stream it. So yeah, again, any ideas you have for the space mod, please let me know. You can leave a comment. You can join the Discord server and spam in the general chat. Ping Saber Hero 12 times and say, Saber Hero, tell Solidifier to put silver ore on Ignis instead of Adarus. You can say that exact statement even. Do it. We'll see how mad Saber gets, because I don't think he actually watches my streams. Anyway, thanks for watching this live stream. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, hit the like button. And if you really enjoyed it to the point where like you almost cried, like you looked at this video and there's just water drooping down your eyes and you're like, I can't believe such beauty, hit the subscribe button. Even if that didn't happen, still hit the subscribe button, because you never know. You could come across a video that I upload later tonight and just see, oh my, or you could watch the egg video even and just be like, I can't. How have I lived my life without Solidifier? So go ahead and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the coffee. Or hello, FX Gothic, but I'm currently ending the stream. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the coffee. Peace out.